What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another Donna Adelson video, and we're on day 3 of witness testimonies. So Katherine Magbanua was Charlie Adelson's girlfriend at the time of the unaliving, and she has already been convicted for life for the unaliving of Dan Markell. So she testified in Donna Adelson's trial yesterday, and these are some of the highlights from her testimony. So in this first clip, she says that when she testified in her first 2 trials that she didn't tell the truth, and she explains why.
Ms. Magbanua, are you in custody?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you serving a sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
For what?
Life.
Life for what crime?
For the murder of Dan Markell.
And did you have a trial before you received that sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in that trial, did you testify in your own defense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in that testimony, did you testify that essentially we had it right about everyone else, but you were in the dark, you weren't involved in any way?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And was that true?
No, ma'am.
All right, and you didn't have to testify in your own defense. You could have chosen to remain silent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you testified also in the trial in which Garcia was convicted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And same thing there. You testified, you did not tell the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And why then come now with a different story?
I think that the truth needed to come out, and the people responsible needed to get arrested.
Okay. Are you hoping to get something out of this?
I would eventually like to see my children again one day.
And are you hoping that something can be done for you even after being sentenced?
Yes, ma'am. I'm hoping so.
Okay. Have you been promised anything
No,
in
ma'am,
exchange for your testimony?
No, ma'am. I have not.
Okay. By me or by anyone?
No, ma'am. Nobody.
Okay. Has anybody told you what you need to say here today?
No, ma'am.
Has anybody told you, well, you need to implicate a certain person?
No, ma'am.
Weren't you originally offered immunity in this case to come forward with the truth?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Why did you not take that opportunity?
Well, in the first trial, I was tried with Sigfredo Garcia, and he was facing the death penalty, and I just couldn't do it.
Okay, because the truth would implicate your child's father.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about the second time?
I've been living a lie this whole time, and it was just so hard to come out with the truth that I kept fighting.
Did anybody threaten you or harm you to prevent you from coming forward with the truth?
No, ma'am.
Were you ever promised anything by anyone to, if you'll just remain silent, we'll pay for your kids' education or anything like that?
No, ma'am.
Were you involved in the death of Dan Markell?
Yes, ma'am.
Did we have it right? Were you the middleman between the shooter and Charlie Adelson?
Yes, ma'am.
So the prosecutors asked her who solicited her to be involved in the unaliving.
Who solicited you to become involved in this?
Charlie.
And they asked her, when did Charlie first bring up the idea that he needed a hitman?
When did Charlie Adelson first bring this idea up to you that I'm looking for someone to harm my brother-in-law?
This was around October. What stuck out in my head was on Halloween on October 31st.
Okay. And what year was that?
That was 2013.
Okay. And so on Halloween, what is your memory of what y'all were doing that night that you're able to remember that happened that night?
Well, we were out in Lincoln Road. It was like a kind of like a block party in Lincoln Road. And then when we were getting ready to get into our cars, he jumped into my car, and he basically suggested that, do I know anybody that can harm someone?
Okay. And were those the words you used, harm?
Yes, ma'am.
Then she was asked, why did you agree to unalive Dan Markell?
Why did you agree when Charlie asked you to enlist somebody to harm someone? Why did you agree to do that?
Oh, at that time, Charlie knew that I was going through financial situations, so I guess he thought, hey, you can make some money.
You needed the money.
Yes, ma'am.
And Garcia and Rivera, they were also motivated by money, right?
Of course.
She was asked, what did you learn about Dan Markel?
What did you learn about Dan Markel over the course of your relationship with Charlie Adelson?
Well, through the course, he was just mentioning that his parents were going through it, that his sister was going through it, that, he basically painted a bad picture of Mr. Markel. And since he knew that I was going through stuff with Sigfredo, it was kind of, I was like sympathizing with his sister because I know how it feels to go through.
Okay, so
turmoil.
you knew that his sister was having a terrible time with her ex,
Yes, ma'am.
and you had some things going on with Garcia that felt relatable.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what does it mean that his parents are going through it?
He just said that they couldn't sleep, that at some point I think somebody was throwing up. I don't know if it was his mom or his dad, and that it was just becoming a big problem to them.
Okay, and the big problem was Dan Markel.
Yes, ma'am.
And then in this next exchange, they asked her about her involvement with Donna Adelson and when she first met her.
Did you ever meet Donna Adelson?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you meet her?
From my recollection, it was from the dental office.
And why did you go to the dental office?
I needed some cavities and teeth whitening done.
Is that the only time you ever met Donna Adelson?
From my recollection, yes, ma'am.
All right, and did she know you were dating her son when she met you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, were things cordial between you at that meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you discuss anything beyond greetings and pleasantries?
No, ma'am.
So she said that when her and Charlie would talk about the unaliving, that sometimes he would get on the phone with his mom and he would never talk in front of her, like he would leave the room. So they asked her how often did he consult his mom during their talks.
He stepped out and
Yes.
speak to him a number of times.
More than twice?
Yes, ma'am.
More than 5 times?
Yes, ma'am.
So this was like a regular part of the way this worked whenever this conversation came up?
Yes,
He would
ma'am.
consult his mother and come back and speak to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did he ever relay to you, my mom says whatever?
He didn't. He never specifically said what he spoke to his mom about. No.
Okay. But did you understand that getting the job done would relieve the stress on Charlie Adelson and his family?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that getting the job done would relieve the stress on Charlie Adelson and his family?
Yes, ma'am.
So in this clip, she was asked, when did she learn that this would be an unaliving?
At some point, did you learn this isn't going to be just harming, like, I don't know, maybe punch him in the face or something, it's going to be a murder?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and do you know specifically when you learned that?
There was an envelope that Charlie had given me one day that I went over to his house, and he told me not to open it, and that he had worn gloves to close it, and that was basically it. And that I was the understanding of to pass it on to whoever I knew could take care of it.
Okay, and when it's pass it on to whoever you knew, the name Sigfredo Garcia is used or is not used?
No, it was never used.
Okay, and is that, when we are talking about this conspiracy in general terms, are you in general trying to insulate the co-conspirator on this side of you from the one over here?
Yes, ma'am. I was basically in the middle.
So you don't talk about Charlie to Sigfredo and you don't talk about Sigfredo to Charlie?
No, ma'am.
But they both...
Knew that it was to them, yes.
Okay. He said he wore gloves when he put whatever he put in the envelope.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so he told you, don't open it, don't touch what's in there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what kind of envelope was it?
It was a manila envelope.
Was there any writing on the envelope or anything on the outside?
No, ma'am. It was blank.
All right. So the envelope goes into your diaper bag, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you take it and Sigfredo gets it from you?
Yes, well, eventually when I came home, because I usually have that diaper bag as like my little weekend bag, and when I came home, I contacted Sigfredo and I was like, hey, I have a package for you. Just come by whenever you can.
Did you open it and see what was inside?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So you gave this package to Garcia, and did he open it in your presence?
No, ma'am. He literally took it and left out the door.
All right. And had you talked to him beforehand about, hey, I'm going to give you some instructions about a job?
No, there was no conversation about it. Basically, just I have that package, and then he took it.
But how
and
did he
left.
know what the package was? Had you talked to him at all about, hey, I got a job for you?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Like I told him that, that I have potential person that needed to, get harmed or beat up from my understanding at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, okay.
Okay.
So when Sigfredo Garcia and Luis Rivera went to unalive Dan Markel, they were given money for the travel. and they're about to ask her about that in this next exchange.
Did you provide Garcia with any money for expenses associated with that June trip?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you get the money from to give to Garcia?
From Charlie.
Okay, how much money was it?
From my recollection, it was a couple $100, less than $5, maybe.
So this was just for like gas and whatever was needed to get to Tallahassee and back?
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't know where he was going. I didn't know about
Okay,
Tallahassee.
but you knew it was for this job that we're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and at that point you knew it was a murder because the envelope had been passed, right?
Yes, the envelope was passed towards kind of like in the beginning of the year, so we're already in June at that time.
All right. And when you went to Charlie to get the money for the expenses, what did you say?
I needed some money for, for the job that he had told me about, and that they needed to either scope it out or, just funds to get out of town.
Okay.
So in this last clip, the prosecutor asked her, was she being pressured to get this unaliving done?
And he was a little bit more adamant and persistent. Well, Katie, why hasn't anything been happening? What's going on?
And were you then in turn putting some pressure on Garcia to get it done, make it happen?
Yes, ma'am.
So guys, let me know what y'all think about her testimony in the comments down below. I will be doing a part 2 with more highlights from her testimony, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please hit the like.
This session is adjourned.